No one dared sit beside her. The alien's silver skin reflected the cold light of the station, beautiful, but terrifying. Every crew member who passed her table looked away, afraid of meeting those violet eyes that could cut through armor. Then, out of the silence, a single tray clattered onto the table. A human woman, quiet, small, unarmed, took the seat without hesitation. In that instant, the entire mess hall froze. Why would a fragile human sit beside a predator feared across the galaxy? The answer would echo far beyond that station. If you love stories where courage speaks louder than fear, where friendship defies the odds, and where humans remind the galaxy what it means to care, stick around. Hit like, subscribe, and tap the bell so you never miss another powerful HFY story. And if this one grabs your heart, share it, because sometimes one small act can change everything. The mess hall of Cold Water Rest was loud until she walked in. Conversations dimmed. Metal trays clinked slower. Even the hum of engines seemed to hush when Zara entered. 8 feet tall, skin like molten silver, eyes glowing faint purple, she was a living warning sign. The kind of being you didn't make eye contact with unless you had a death wish. Zara sat alone at the far end of the hall, the table wide enough for a whole crew, but hers was always empty. Everyone knew her kind, the Kathrine race, warriors bred for war, destruction, and domination. Their temper was as famous as their strength. Then the sound of boots echoed across the deck. A small human woman, maybe 5.5 feet tall, carrying a food tray, paused, scanned the room, and walked straight toward the most dangerous table on the station. Every eye followed her. A few whispered. "Is she crazy?" someone muttered. The human didn't answer. She just set her tray down, pulled the chair back, and sat across from the silver giant as if it were the most normal thing in the world. And in that quiet moment, the galaxy shifted, just a little. Zara's violet eyes lifted slowly, locking onto the human. The silence was sharp enough to cut through steel. Her voice, when it came, rolled like distant thunder. "Why do you sit here, human?" Days turned into weeks. Every time Katie and Zara ended up in the mess hall together, the same thing happened. The human sat down without hesitation, and the room went silent for a heartbeat. Then, slowly, life resumed. Whispers faded. Curiosity replaced fear. They talked, not like warrior and outsider, but like two travelers who'd seen too much sky. Katie spoke of Earth, of rainy mornings, quiet farms, and skies that smelled like soil. Zara listened with an intensity that made every word sound sacred. In return, Zara shared her own past, though it came out heavy, like stone pulled from deep water. Her clan, gone. A war over territory had left her the last of her name. She'd joined the Galactic Alliance not for pride, but to keep from fading into memory. Katie didn't offer pity, she just nodded, quiet, present. "That sounds lonely," she said softly. Zara's expression softened, the steel in her eyes melting into something human. It was. From that night on, something unspoken lived between them. A fragile thread of understanding, woven from loss, courage, and silence. And though neither said it aloud, the entire station felt it. The human and the Kathrine were no longer strangers. The woman, Katie, didn't flinch. She just looked up from her food and shrugged. "Because there's a seat." Zara tilted her head, studying her. "You are either very brave or very foolish." Katie smiled faintly. "Maybe both." She speared another bite with her fork, completely at ease. The tension in the room stretched so tight it felt like it might snap. Then, Zara made a low, rumbling sound that might have been a laugh or a growl. It was hard to tell. "No fear," she said softly. "Strange for your kind." Katie met her gaze, her tone calm but firm. "Oh, I'm afraid. But fear doesn't mean I stop living." For the first time in a long while, something flickered behind Zara's eyes. Curiosity. Respect, maybe. Across the hall, whispers rippled. Someone dared to sit beside the monster. Someone didn't die. Zara leaned back, a faint smile ghosting her lips. "You are unusual, Katie of Earth." Katie grinned. "I'll take that as a compliment." The alert blared through the station, sharp, mechanical, urgent. "Security breach in Cargo Sector 7. All personnel evacuate immediately." Katie and Zara were already there, unloading supplies. The heavy blast doors sealed with a hiss before they could move. Locked in, trapped. Katie glanced at the towering alien beside her. "Please tell me you've got a plan." Zara flexed her clawed hands, her muscles tightening like coiled cables. "If they come here," she said evenly, "we fight." Moments later, the side panel burst open, and 3 armed Vexer traders stormed in, shouting threats. Their reptilian faces twisted into grins when they spotted Katie. "A human, easy target." Katie raised her pulse pistol, voice steady despite her racing heart. "Don't try me." But before the words had finished leaving her lips, Zara moved. A blur of silver. 1 heartbeat, 2. The first Vexer's weapon shattered in her grasp, crushed like glass. The others froze, their bravado collapsing into panic. "You have 2 choices," Zara growled, lifting the leader off the floor with 1 arm. "Leave, or join the dead." They fled without another word. Zara turned back, chest heaving, eyes glowing faintly. Katie whispered, "Remind me never to play cards with you." Zara laughed. The next morning, the station was different. Rumors moved faster than ships, stories of the Kathrine warrior who fought off 3 armed Vexers, and the small human who stood her ground beside her. Some called it madness. Others called it bravery. Zara just called it friendship. In the mess hall, the same long metal table waited, silent and familiar. But this time, when Zara sat down, she wasn't alone for long. Katie arrived a few moments later, balancing her tray, smiling as always. The difference was subtle, but powerful. This time others followed. A pair of engineers, a medic, even a few traders. One by one, they filled the empty seats, laughter rising where fear once lingered. Zara looked around, almost uncertain. Katie nudged her gently. "Told you," she said. "Sometimes it just takes 1 person to sit down first." For a long moment, Zara didn't speak. Then, softly, she said, "You sat beside me when no one else dared. That seat will never be empty again." Katie grinned, raising her drink. "2 unlikely friendships." Zara smiled, a real own this time. "And to humans," she said quietly, "who remind the galaxy what courage looks like." The hall erupted in cheers.